Thanks to everyone who have subscribed. If you have not, please do. And thanks for coming out here. I really appreciate you. Breaking news. Nigerian police embark on strict enforcement of coffee interstate travel ban. Finally, they want to be strict. After they have allowed the Majoris to pass, every other person they are strict on. But the Majoris, no, they must stay, they must pass, and go to the south, south, southeast, and southwest. Can't you see the conspiracy theory on the table? Now they want to embark on it. Let's go. Let's get all the full details. By the way, how are you today? Hope you are well and doing okay. The head of the police force says it was tired of taking the blame for the frequent violation of COVID-19 restrictions guidelines. The police yesterday began strict enforcement of the nationwide coffee and interstate travel ban imposed by President Muhammadu Buhari 2 weeks ago. The police commander, particularly in Lagos and Ogun State, as well as the Federal Capital Territory, acting in the directives of the Inspector General of Police, Mr. Mohammed Adamu, locked down their areas of operation from 6 p.m., insisting that there was no exemption for anyone, including essential workers. Essential workers are doctors, nurses, fire, those who work in the fire industries and all that. So they said no exception. No. The virus infections tally increased by 226 to 6,401 yesterday, spreading 1,736 that has been discharged, while 192 are dead. The new cases were recorded from 16 states, including Lagos 131, Ogun 25, Plateau 15, Edo 11, Kaduna 7, Oyo 6, Federal Capital Territory 5, Adamawa 5, Jigawa 4, Ebonyi 4, Borno 4, Nasarawa 3, Bauchi 2, Gombe 2, Enugu 1, Bayelsa 1. The president had, with effect from the May 4th, relaxed the lockdown of Federal Capital Territory, Lagos and Ogun, has been imposed since March the 30th, enforcing a nationwide lockdown. Coffee from 8 p.m. to 6 a.m. and a ban on interstate travel has commenced. He, however, maintained the exemption of essential workers, including health workers, journalists, as well as movement of food, medicine, and other essentials. However, state governors and the Presidential Task Force on COVID-19 complained loudly that security agencies were not enforcing the guidelines efficiently, led to the rapid disobedience of citizens. Yesterday, the task force ordered strict enforcement of the coffee and travel ban. Complaining as well, police boss Adamu had a teleconference with the top bosses of the force and directed strict enforcement of the restriction, restraining the pass given to journalists and health workers to operate beyond 6 p.m., warning that anyone, including ministers, found on the road during the coffee will be arrested and prosecuted. The following outcry and pressure, Adamu last night resented and enforced his non-exemption directives and restored the privileges of essential workers to move beyond the coffee duration. In a strict statement by the police force relations officer DCP Frank Moby said all essential workers, including medical personnel, firefighters, ambulance services, journalists, etc., are exempted from the restrictions of movement associated with both the partial lockdown and nationwide coffee across the Federation. The IG, Mohammed Adamu, has therefore directed all zonal assistant inspectors general of police and commanders, commissioners of police to give effort to those exemptions while enforcing the restriction order. The Lagos State Command Commissioner, Mr. Hassan Odoso, has earlier yesterday confirmed that there will be no movement of essential workers by 8 p.m., stressing that once it is 8 p.m., there is no more human or vehicle movement. When contacted, the first spokesman, DCP Frank, stressed that the curfew has now been extended to everybody, including policemen and government officials. Mumba made his direct disclosure after these days sought clarification on the strict enforcement directives by the IG of police. He said, nobody is exempted from the curfew. Absolutely nobody. Even the policemen who are not on duty have been warned to stay at home or in the office once it's 8 p.m. When asked about journalists, he reiterated that nobody was exempted, including government officials, adding that the policemen will enforce the IG directives to the letter. In a press statement issued by Frank, the IG ordered strict enforcement of nationwide curfew and interstate movement restriction order enforced by the federal government. The IG gave these directives to the Zonal Assistant Inspector General of Police and State Commissioner of Police during a virtual conference. According to the statement issued by Frank, the police hierarchy reviewed operational strategies and took decisive measures aimed at evolving customized security solutions to cope with criminal trend and other security challenges relating to COVID-19 pandemic. The IGY evaluating security reports from various state commands charged the commissioners of police, particularly in states with recent incidents of attack on community, to get on with security architectural jobs to make sure that the attacks on the community, lives and property, they ensure safety and safeguarding for all citizens of Nigeria. The IG also expressed concerns over reports bordering on human rights, infringement of rights between the public and personnel of the force. It therefore called for mutual respect between the public and members of the force and charged the strategic management to place more prominence on the supervision of police personnel under their watch. The statement explained. Minister of Health Dr. Osage had linked most of the COVID-19 deaths recorded in the country to self-medication and delay reports of cases of treatment to the treatment center. He told reporters yesterday in Abuja during the media briefing by the PTF that Nigerians should be prepared for the best or worst outcome in the days ahead. He said, whatever the progress that would be recorded or lack of it would depend on the level of compliance with safety measures and health advisories outlined by the authorities. Dr. Osage noted that there had been a disturbing pictures emerging whereby many of the casualties were drawn from self-to-do persons who choose to remain at home to receive treatment while the cases become worse by self-medicating. He said, even though these fatality figures seem low compared to other countries, a disturbing picture emerged from strategies and statistics that is only most fatalities obtained are linked with self-medication. He, however, called on the people to make sure that they report every cases of coronavirus to the health so that they can start self-medication, so that they can start treatment and not self-medicating immediately. Nigerian police at last don't stand up, say they won't stand gidigba, and they go make sure say they enforce the curfew. They make sure say they stand on interstate lockdown. I don't understand what they really want to enforce about. My people, they have not enforced it before now, so I don't really understand what they want to enforce, because it's clear and very clear that they are the ones enhancing evil the evil. Remember, Wike told them point blank. He says, see, you are the ones. Remember in his state, he began to catch policemen and what? Put them in cell. Because they were the ones that were flaunting. The people will give them 1,500 and they will escort the people movement around. I mean, what kind of zoo country is that? Policemen are not respected because of 1,500 they just misbehave. Anyway, they said they are going to enforce it. My people, even doctors and nurses, lawyers, and whatever you are, they said they will enforce it. So please don't make yourself a scapegoat. Those Nigerian police are not getting respect. Anyway, not forget to thumbs up for us, like and share. Click on the notification button so you can get all our latest news. God bless you and bye for now.